Hey guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're back in a new Minecraft snapshot. This is Snapshot 23w31a, and this is a snapshot for Minecraft 1.20.2. So the reason we are on the actual starting screen is because there is a new experimental toggle inside of this update, and that is villager trades rebalanced. This you have to turn on for it to be enabled within your world. If you don't turn it on, then you will have 1, 20 and before trades. If you do have it enabled, it does make changes to a certain villager profession and also the wandering trader. So let's cover what them changes are. So the reason this experimental toggle is a thing is because librarian villagers were way too easy to get every single book in the game. Well, if you have this experimental toggle enabled, that has now been changed, and villagers will now sell enchantment books based on the biome they are in. So if you have a plains villager, which is this one right here, this one will only be able to sell a certain amount of books. You can't keep re-rolling this guy to get every single book in the game. As you can see, if I re-roll it a few times, it will only ever have a few of the book types. I think there's 3 that it could possibly have, with it having a 4th one at its final unlock. So let's quickly see if we can actually level this guy up to see what it's actually like. So let's grab some paper. Okay, that is smite. Let's quickly just re-roll you. So we actually have the paper trade. Here we go. It now has punch. So let's just upgrade this as much as possible. So we've now leveled this villager up all the way to its max. And as you can see, it now has punch as the first book. It then also has Bane of Arthropods as the 3rd book. And then in the final trade, alongside the name tag, it now has a new enchantment, which, as you can see, is protection, or a new unlock, not a new enchantment. And this is different for every clove type. So if we quickly just head to a different biome, another thing to note, swamp and jungle villagers are counted within this list. If you want a trade that comes from a jungle or a swamp, you'll have to bring villagers to this biome to grow them, because villages do still not generate here. So if we quickly just make this a thing, as you can see, it has power. If we re-roll the trades a few times, just so we can see the few other trades it does actually have, it now has projectile protection. And this is, I think, a good change. I think having them inside of the jungle and swamp is maybe not the best idea, but having enchantment books based on the biome the villager grows up in, I think that's good, and I think that it's going to be annoying to get the hang of at first. Now quickly, for anyone wondering, this is the note that the Minecraft devs have given. And librarians in each biome have special books which guarantee trade from every master librarian. And like master librarian is when it's at its max level, I think, so the diamond tier. So the special books for the desert is efficiency 3. Jungle is unbreaking, plains is protection, savannah is sharpness, snow biomes is silk touch, swamps is mending, and taiga is fortune. Then the normal books, desert biomes can have fire protection, thorns, and infinity. Jungles can have feather falling, projectile protection, and power. Plains can have punch, smite, and bane of arthropods. Savannas can have knockback, binding of curse, and sweeping edge. Snow biomes can have Aqua Infinity, Looting, and Frostwalker. Swamps can have Depth Strider, Respiration, and Curse of Vanishing. And taigas can have Blast, Protection, Fire Aspect, and Flame. For the villages that do not generate naturally, so the ones, as you can see, with the little, whatever that is called, you'll have to build villagers within that structure or within that biome by making them grow up there or breed there. And the ones with the 2 dots, this enchantment is only available in Java Edition, Sweeping Edge, and also I think it's only Sweeping Edge. So I think by that message right there, I think this might be coming to Bedrock in the near future as well. So now we've covered the librarians, there is one more change to villagers inside of this experimental toggle, and that comes to wandering traders. Wandering traders have been revamped a little bit, and they will now also sell any log inside of the game. As you can see, we've actually got quite lucky right here and got dark oak and also cherry. If we actually quickly just see how many logs can we actually get from this, you can get half a stack for, what is that, 4 emeralds. And I think they have also tweaked some of the actual trades and the amount you give. I'm pretty sure you never got 8 sand. I'm pretty sure that was like 4 sand for an emerald, so they have upped that a little bit as well. The wandering trader will now have a chance to buy water bottles, water buckets, milk buckets, hay bales, fermented spider eyes, and also baked potatoes. So you can trade any of them in for emeralds if they have them trades, which is good. And there is another new trade. So the actual villagers can now trade logs, but there is also 2 more things that they can trade. So let's actually see if we can get to that. As you can see, milk and fermented spider eye right there. So it seems like there is ways to get emeralds from these guys. But yes, this is another new trade. Potion of invisibility. I think that's quite cool because they do use potions of invisibility to disguise themselves at nighttime. So that does make a bit more sense. And as you can see right here, they do also have a low chance to give you an enchanted iron pickaxe. I don't know if the enchantments are the same every time, and they are not. As you can see, we have got efficiency 3, efficiency 2. If I spawn a few more, you'll see that the efficiency might be gone and it's now efficiency 1. So it seems like they always have 2 trades that give you emeralds, but they are randomized from the list, I think, of like 6. Another change that is listed on the patch notes, we are now going outside of the experimental toggle. So this is just within the update, no matter if you have the toggle enabled or not. But inside the patch notes, it says that diamonds will now spawn more frequently in deep slate layers. And by looking around, it does actually seem like the case. As you can see over here, we now have 3 diamonds. This would probably be 1. So there was 4 diamonds right there. I don't exactly know how they've done this. I don't know if they've removed some of the air that had to be near them, or if they've just made them spawn a lot more frequently anyway. But as you can see, diamonds are right there. This will definitely be good for your actual armor trims, so you can actually get more diamonds to duplicate them. There is another change to villagers. This is exactly curing them. If you now have a villager that is damaged, so let's quickly just sell it to hard mode, so it will go to a zombie. If we now obviously throw a zombie down there, before this update, you could actually go and that might die. You could actually zombify villagers multiple times to make their trades a lot less than they normally would be. Well, that is no longer the case, and you'll only actually be given a discount the first ever time you make a zombie villager into a normal villager. I think this is to stop you from getting books for like 1 emerald. So you will now only get the discount for the first ever time you do it per villager. You can obviously do it to multiple villagers, but if I was to zombify this villager again, once it's cured, it will not give me any additional discounts after the first time. Another little tweak, which doesn't really mean anything for survival players, but we are going to cover it anyway. If you actually have yourself a barrier block, players inside a creative can now waterlog them. So if I quickly just place it down, as you can see, the barrier block does now have water inside of it, which I think is a cool change. There is also a change to chorus fruits. These will no longer be able to support hanging or blocks that go from the side. So let's quickly just grab some actual, what is it called, endstone, as that is what this is placed on. And if we quickly just do that, you can now see I cannot place the hanging sign on the side of it, and if I had one that was like up diagonal, I wouldn't be able to place anything under it either. One of the final changes is you'll no longer be able to actually sneak while you're inside of a vehicle. As you can see, when I actually sneak, it doesn't actually seem to be fixed though, because I do sneak, because I have my sneak as my dismount. It does kind of sneak as you get out. And then the final things I actually want to mention within this snapshot, the diamond ore changes. In this snapshot, we have increased the amount of diamond ore found in the deep slate parts. Our goal is to make it more rewarding for players mining in deep slate layers. They want feedback on this change, so if you do have feedback, then go to the website and make feedback. It doesn't exactly say how they've increased it. It doesn't say if they've removed the air tag or if they have just upped the amount of spawn. There is also a lot of technical changes inside of this snapshot as well. So if you want to read these, I will have the patch notes linked in the description. I'm not going to cover them because there are so many of them. And there are also a lot of bugs. As you can see, there are so many as well. Once again, I'm not going to cover the bugs because they seem just to be little tweaks that were introduced in 1.20 that they've just squashed out. But anyway, that is it for this snapshot. In my opinion, I think this snapshot is a good change, especially from making the game even harder to beat in the sense of having max enchanted gear. So I'm definitely up for the changes Mojang make to villager trades, and I hope they improve them a little bit more, especially more of the pointless villagers like leather workers that are not really used that often. But anyway, if you did enjoy, do leave a like and subscribe, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next snapshot video or another video very soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!